speaking of making defenses play on 11 on 11, Daniel Jones, Ike, really, really impressed me. Had more than 300 yards, 70 through the air, 75 through the ground, 2 passing touchdowns as well. Ike, he reminds me a little bit of like a worse version of Josh Allen. Not surprising considering Brian Daboll came over from Buffalo, but it's forcing defenses to play 11 on 11 to where if the first or second read wasn't there, he was tucking it and running the ball using his athleticism. And listen, Ike, we tried to tell the listeners and viewers, if you listen to this show in advance of Wild Card Weekend, we went 5-0 in our picks. You put some money in your pocket too. And we told you that the Giants were going to upset the Vikings. The Vikings this season going into this game were 11-0 in 1-score games, and it finally caught up to them this past weekend.
Hey, I mean, you just said it. You just said it what we said earlier. The whole year damn near with Daniel Jones. First of all, he got a heck of a head coach. And his head coach is getting everything up out of him as far as like talent. And Daniel Jones has looked totally different between last year and this year. He golly. But man, first, second read, take off, run if you don't have it. First, second read, take off and run if you don't have it. And that's exactly what hurt the Minnesota Vikings. They didn't account this 11 on 11. They didn't account for Daniel Jones' legs. And if you look at, I think Daniel Jones wound up having 78 yards rushing. Mm-hmm. I think he had 17 carries, 17 or 16 carries.
It was a career high 17, Ike.
You see what I'm saying? But then if you backtrack, what's my head coach for the Giants?
Brian Daboll.
Brian Daboll. If you backtrack, where he came from, what kind of quarterback he had? His name is Josh Allen. So during the playoffs, which you didn't account for, he started as Josh Allen, running the ball, making it 11 on 11. Everybody was upset about it because we like, why the heck you gonna rush your franchise quarterback so many times? He's like, hey, my quarterback 6'5", 250. Why not? That's an extra person on the field. For me, if you look at it now, it's really 11 on 11. Daniel Jones, not as big as Josh Allen, but he's athletic as well, like a Josh Allen. You sleep on what he can do when it comes down to running. What happened yesterday? Run the football. So you got a head coach, which was a former offensive coordinator with the Buffalo Bills, the same body types as quarterbacks, 6'5" and some change, over 230, that can run, that is mobile. If I'm in the jam, first, second read, take off running. Same way when he had Josh Allen when Josh Allen was young. First, second read, take off running. So Minnesota didn't have an answer for him. By the time they had an answer for him on defense, it was just too late, Mark.
Yeah, 300 yards through the air, at least 75 on the ground in a playoff game. Here's the company that Daniel Jones joins: Steve Young and Lamar Jackson. Good company to be in, Ike.
And Daniel did his thing. You can just tell he's playing with a lot of confidence. You can just tell Coach have a few coaches around Daniel Jones, specifically just for Daniel Jones. You can see on the sideline. And this is going over what we messed up on. Okay, this is the correct read. What do we need to do on the field? What do you see Daniel Jones? And another coach is pushing confidence. And you need that when you got somebody on the field as your CEO at that quarterback position. So they didn't figure this thing out.
You're bringing him back next year, Ike, Daniel Jones? I know they didn't pick up his 5th-year deal.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because then again, if we go back on that quarterback market, other than Lamar, if we get Lamar, then we got action. But other than Lamar, he is my friend. Quarterback.
With Lamar too, and Ike, I meant to bring this up. When the Ravens traded Roquan Smith, they traded a 2nd and 5th round picks to the Bears. So the Ravens almost have to re-sign Lamar too, because okay, you weren't going to do a 1-year rental on Roquan Smith considering all the picks that you just gave up to get him. And then again, it goes back to with what the Giants are dealing with Daniel Jones, with free agency and quarterback. Do you want to take that huge gamble of, okay, by the time the Giants pick to get a rookie that they really like, probably not going to be there. And then free agency, it's slim pickings, because if the quarterback was really, really that good, the team that he's currently on would want to re-sign him. So I'm with you there, Ike.